Today, I'm giving this 90s Barbie Lamborghini a facelift. However, I have no artistic ability and I've never spray painted anything before in my life. The only thing I did was watch YouTube videos like you're doing to figure out how to prep the car for painting. Hopefully you think the outcome looks great and gives you the confidence to pull off this restoration, even if you don't have any background doing this stuff. I also converted the car to run off an 18-volt lithium-ion drill battery. Under the seat, I have a battery adapter holder, a connection block, a low-voltage cutoff board, a speed control unit, an inline fuse, a relay, and I was also able to keep the original battery connection piece. If you'd like to see more videos on this setup, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Step 1. To prep the car for painting, we're going to remove the wheels and motors. Step 2. We're going to clean and spray the car down with water. Step 3. We're going to disassemble the car as much as possible by removing all the screws and nuts. Here's a dad hack. Use a plastic bag to keep all the screws and nuts in one place. You'll also want to have a box handy to store all the accessories that you're disassembling. Step 4 is to remove any old decals or stickers with a razor blade or paint scraper. Goo Gone works great to loosen up the stickers. Step 5. After all the stickers are removed, you'll want to wet sand the whole body of the car with 400 grit sandpaper. You'll especially want to focus on the areas where the stickers were located. For step 6, you'll want to clean the car with rubbing alcohol and a microfiber cloth. This will remove any fingerprints and oils. Step 7. Now we're ready for the primer coat. Now's a good time to put blue painter's tape on the areas you don't want to paint. Be sure the primer you get can be used for plastics. The weather is 80 degrees, but it looks like it's going to rain, so I'm going to start off in the garage for the primer coat. The ideal temperature for painting is between 60 and 85 degrees and in a shaded area. You don't want too much direct sunlight. I sprayed mini coats instead of a few heavy coats. I did this to prevent the paint from running. For every 3 light coats, I waited at least 15 minutes for the paint to dry before applying more coats. After I put on the primer, I waited 1 hour for the primer to dry well and for the weather to clear up before I started to apply the base coat. Step 8 is to apply the base coat. The paint that I used was a Krylon all-in-one primer and paint. I used the same technique as I did with the primer. I would do 3 light passes and then wait 15 minutes before doing another 3 light coats. I was really trying to avoid the paint running whenever you do heavy coats. Since I'm doing a two-tone color, I waited another hour before I taped off the area that I had just painted, so that I could access the bottom portion of the car to paint it orange. I let the car dry overnight before I applied a clear coat gloss finish to the body to give it a little more shine. Lastly, for the wheels I used the same Krylon black gloss paint to make the wheels look shiny, and then I used a white gloss paint on the rims, spoiler, dashboard, steering wheel, and the seats. I think the 90s Lamborghini looks super cool and I had a lot of fun restoring it. Now it's time for my boys to enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.